Assalamu
Wa
alaikum.
alaikum salam.
My question is that based on Muslims' current status and fear of the mighty Muslim terrorists in the United States,
Yes.
thanks to Fox News and
Yeah.
our favorite friend Al, what's the name?
It-
Coulter and
uh,
Ann
yeah.
Coulter and
Right. Yeah.
it's another clown. What's the? Yeah, our friends at Fox.
Raleigh and
Yeah, Bill
all those-
O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Thanks to the.
Hannity and Combs and those
Yeah,
folks. Yeah.
thanks to them, there's a lot of doubt with the Muslim community here. This is a fairly tight knit community here in Gainesville, so far as the Muslim community goes. But what can we do as Muslims to combat that fear
Yeah.
that's being spewed out by people like Fox or some other people that, out of ignorance, don't know what or even who Muslims are or what we stand for? What can we do in our own communities to spread the truth out a little bit better?
Excellent question. Let me share this with you. Since 9/11 and now, how many Americans have been the victim of terrorism on this land? Since after 9/11, how many? Take a guess. Take a guess. How many Americans lost their lives in America after 9/11 at the hand of a terrorist? Raise your hand. Tell me. Zero. While at the same time, hold on to your seatbelts, 100,000 Americans have been murdered in this country by other Americans. You don't believe me? I give you two sources. Number one, Pat Buchanan wrote a book. It's in English, and let me give you the title first in Arabic. It's called Yom al-Qiyamah, or Yom al-Hisab. It's called the Day of Reckoning. He mentions that in his book. And if that's not enough, you get the latest almanac. I have it. I buy it every year. You should get the latest almanac. And you read, they have statistics every year, how many Americans are murdered. And all you have to do is count it, add them up, from 2001 until now, and you see how many Americans have been murdered. You see, so something is not right. And by the way, I was telling Brother Muhammad on the way from the airport, do you know there's a latest, the World Health Organization came out with a report, literally a couple of days ago. I think it was the beginning of the week. And it's mind-boggling. They said by the end of this century, 1 billion people would have died from smoking cigarettes. 1 billion people. 430,000 Americans die every year smoking cigarettes. This is a billion people die. A billion people? So when you start looking at Muslims, we're not the culprits. Hey, in 1960, 75% of the automobiles produced in the world was produced right here in America. 75%. Hey, last year, United States brought from Mexico over 900,000 vehicles from Mexico. And at the same time, we exported to the rest of the world less than 600,000 vehicles. Why is that? Why is it that 9 million manufacturing jobs has been lost in this country since Mr. Bush became president? You know why? Because greedy owners want to make more money. So what they do, they take the businesses out of America, the factories out of America, and they put them in Mexico, they put them in India, they put them in China. Why? Cheap labor. So American people lose their jobs. This is what we're dealing with. These are this is the reality, brothers and sisters. There's so much stuff that's happening in this country. Honestly, if the American people knew what this What these people are doing, so-called leaders, and trying to trick you and terrorists, it's all a game. It's not real. It's a game, and people will see it. There was a book written, I think came out like 3 years ago. I don't remember the exact name, but it's something like Don't Think Elephant, or Think Elephant. What's the name of that book? But the whole point is stop. See, the key is stop saying, I'm not a terrorist. We're not terrorists. We're not terrorists. We're not. The moment you say that, people say they're terrorists. That's how they do. That's what they do. So what happens, I don't do those kind of TV programs. You want to talk about the economy? I'll talk about the economy. I'll talk about the issues that are confronting this nation, but don't bring me on TV to talk about what I'm not. I'm not going to do that anymore. I've done it. I'm not doing it because it's a waste of time, as if that's all we have to do, to go on TV talking about we ain't no terrorists. You can do that, Muhammad. I'm not going to do it. Yes. We got 3 minutes.